आई थिंक आप दिख रहा है, देख।
हाँ हाँ, अब दिख रहा है, दिख रहा है, दिख रहा है।
सही दिख रहा है? कितना साफ दिख रहा है? ब्लर तो नहीं आ रहा?
नहीं, 720p तक आ रहा है। ठीक है। अब जब पूरा ही चलेगा क्या इनके साथ?
अब अपने बैकग्राउंड में वो कैसे डालते हैं, वो पता है तेरे को?
वो कंप्यूटर से पूछो।
कंप्यूटर में डाल पाते
एक तो ग्रीन स्क्रीन से होता है, एक तो
कैसे करते हो? वो भाई तो बहुत सिखाना है।
We're going to show you how to go from this. चल बे सो रहा हूँ मैं
चल गुड नाइट
गुड नाइट
Seek wisdom from the world top 100 university, workplace Australia. Seek practical skills, passionate educators. Seek to another tutorial coming back at you again. This is actually going to be a follow-up tutorial on my Perfect Green Screen version 1, which I did later last year. This is actually going to be a version 2, which I think is a more accurate and better method of actually getting a perfect green screen. Well, near perfect at least. So let's not waste any time. Grab your coffee and let's crack on with the video. Get it a step-by-step make device. Oh, for now, click OK. I'm using my Sony. It's got a built-in camera. That might be some of you may. Now we've got to click on the filters. Then we've got our effect filters here. We're going to click them. So some of you, if you, because I'm not using my Sony, it's got a built-in camera microphone. Sorry, so I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to be just using my mixer that I use. So I'm going to just mute that. Hide this so I don't have to see it. That might be a step you guys need to do with your webcam if you're not going to use the audio from it. I suggest you don't use the audio from the webcam because it's likely not going to be great. But anyway, we've got our camera set up in here. What are we missing? We're missing a green screen, right? So we're going to go ahead and grab a green screen. Now, some of you may not have an Elgato green screen like I have behind me, but even a painted wall will do this colour green. A material that's ironed well will do. It doesn't have to be an expensive green screen at all. The colour, I just clean this end, so I've got my head screen, you a cap, we're going to leave it up. I'm happy with got the two windows side by side. Problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and click the Philly green icon. And let's click OK. Right, it doesn't really now the hollowed out version of how I did my previous one. You're always learning that there's easier ways to do things, and this is a much easier way. So make everything look the black's a bit darker and things like that. Okay, so I'm pretty happy, done my little minor tweaks, and I'm kind of happy with how this looks so far. So let's go ahead and close this filters. Let's go ahead and open this back up. Right, so now we've got a camera and a green screen sorted. I'm going to quickly add another scene with a background and show you how that looks. So let's go ahead, go plus on the scenes, and we're going to name this, let's name it home for the sake of it. Click home. Right, and I'm just moving my scene up here, so it's just above. That's just me being a bit anal. So I'm going to go to home scene here, and first of all, we're going to add an image. So I'm going to name this background. Again, you can have any background you want. I've made my own here, which is a horny purple background. 1920 by 1080. So now we've got a background. We're going to add a scene over that now. So let's go to plus, add a scene, and we're going to add our camera source scene, which we just worked on earlier. Boom. So the reason why I added this as a scene and not a source is because this camera source scene here is just a hidden scene that I'm going to put within other scenes that acts as my camera manager as such. So for example, if I click my camera source here and go over the sources, Sony A5100, maybe you want to swap out for another camera, which I do regularly for different shots and things like that. You can just switch it right here in the devices, switch it to another camera that you may want to use, and then whatever scene you've put this camera source scene within, because you might put it in multiple, it affects